Hi, you are welcome to Arise United Devils. I'm Kingsley Aigbokaude. Without beating about the bush this morning, let's get down straight into the news. Mason Mount included in Manchester United squad for Liverpool FA Cup tie. Mason Mount is set to be included in Manchester United squad for Sunday's FA Cup quarter-final with Liverpool. The England international 25 has been sidelined with a long-term calf problem and last played for the club in November in the 1-0 Premier League victory over Luton Town. Mount joined United from Chelsea in a deal worth £60 million in July, but has made just 12 appearances for Erik Ten Hag's side. United confirmed on Tuesday that Mount had returned to training ahead of the game at Old Trafford, with Ten Hag revealing on Friday that it was looking good for him to be part of the matchday squad after a positive week of training. Ten Hag's side are still without defenders Lisandro Martinez, Shaw and Tyrell Malacia, as well as striker Anthony Martial due to injuries. Fellow absentees Harry Maguire, Rasmus Højlund and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, though, are in line to return against Liverpool. The second story is headlined, "Convinced Erik Ten Hag makes Mason Mount Manchester United prediction." Manager Erik Ten Hag is convinced Mason Mount will become a key player for Manchester United as he closes in on a return from a lengthy injury layoff. His most recent stint on the sidelines, coupled with the injury he suffered back in August, which forced him to miss 5 matches, means the 25-year-old has made just 12 appearances for United. He was drafted in last summer to become a key figure in Ten Hag's first-choice midfield. Mount returned to full training at Carrington almost a week ago, though there are no guarantees he will feature in today's FA Cup quarter-final against Liverpool. Ten Hag, speaking prior to the 2-0 win over Everton last weekend, penciled in the trip to Brentford on March 30 as a potential return date for the England international. Regardless of when he makes his long-awaited return, the United manager is confident Mount will prove his worth. "I am convinced he will be a key player. He didn't have the chance to prove this point, but he will be a very good player for Manchester United," said Ten Hag. "It is really unfortunate, really disappointing for him, but also for us when you have such a class player in your middle and you cannot play him. He has had 3 injuries, as we all know, so he didn't at any time get into a rhythm, but I am sure when he is fit he will play, he will get into that rhythm and he will contribute to a successful Manchester United." The third story here is headlined, "Erik Ten Hag has one message for Manchester United fans ahead of Liverpool FA Cup tie." Erik Ten Hag wants Manchester United fans to recreate the atmosphere of the club's most recent win over Liverpool when the two rivals meet at Old Trafford. United host Liverpool in the mouth-watering FA Cup quarter-final on Sunday afternoon, with the Jurgen Klopp's side the favourites to end a last 4 tie at Wembley. United go into the clash having lost 2 of their past 4 games with 16 defeats all season, whereas Liverpool have lost just once in all competitions since December 14 and are challenging for the Premier League title. It was a 2-1 United win. However, the previous times these two met at Old Trafford in August 2022, with Ten Hag tasting victory for the first time as the club's manager thanks to goals from Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford. And Ten Hag wants the United fans to bring the kind of noise they generated at Old Trafford that day to the ground on Sunday to help his players upset the odds against club's troops. "I hope we can get the same atmosphere," he said. "That would be a fantastic help, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the atmosphere is. It's about how the game will go. If we play bad or we play good, we have to win. It's about this." It finished 0-0 at Anfield earlier this season as United completed a defensive shutout. They were second best for long periods in that game, but Ten Hag believes his team can emerge victorious on Sunday. We are really looking forward to the game, he said. There are always huge features between Manchester United and Liverpool, and the players, they want to play such games because they get challenged. We know that it's a strong side, but yes, as I say, the challenge is there and we want to play our football. We want to show that we can beat them. The next story is headlined, Man United handed major injury blow ahead of Liverpool clash, a statement released regarding key man. Manchester United have suffered a major blow ahead of their FA Cup quarter-final against Liverpool after Brazil let slip Casemiro is said to be sidelined with injury. The former Real Madrid midfielder, 32, was due to be part of the South Americans' upcoming squad for their friendlies against England and Spain. But national team boss Dorival Jr. has revealed Casemiro is unavailable due to injury. This would therefore suggest he will also play no part in Man United's clash with Liverpool at Old Trafford on Sunday. Dorival said, "We have just received a report from Dr. Rodrigo Lasman from a pre-list made by the Brazilian national team's technical committee with 50 names. 30 of them were already away due to injury at their clubs. Unfortunately, we also lost Casemiro. Therefore, Pepe from Porto, a native striker who now plays as a midfielder, is called up. Casemiro, who has 75 caps for Brazil, is said to be sidelined as another Man United midfielder makes his way back. Mason Mount, 25, has endured a 4-month spell out due to a calf injury. But the Englishman, who arrived for £60 million from Chelsea in the summer, has been training with the rest of the squad this week and could earn his first minutes since November on Sunday. The next story is headlined, Man United star Marcus Rashford sent clear warning by England boss Gareth Southgate. Gareth Southgate has warned Marcus Rashford that Anthony Gordon and Cole Palmer are gunning for his Euro 2024 spot. The 26-year-old Manchester United attacker has had a notably underwhelming campaign to date, netting just 7 times, while his actions away from the field have also created unwanted headlines for Erik Ten Hag. Back in October, Rashford partied in a Manchester nightclub just hours after United were hammered 3-0 by rivals City at Old Trafford before he refused to show for training in January after a boozy bender in Belfast. However, Southgate has stuck by his top goal scorer from the 2022 World Cup for upcoming friendlies against Brazil and Belgium, and there is hope he will now justify his selection. He said Marcus has a battle on his hands with Gordon and Palmer with Phil Foden, so we've got big competition for places in that area of the field. What happens while players are with their clubs matters because they know the full story. They know exactly what's going on. Obviously, we observe everything. We don't miss anything. I don't say behaviors of the field are irrelevant because clearly they are not. But the key thing is we are merely focusing on the performances on the field. He's got big competition, so has Jack Grealish. It's the first time Red Hot Gordon, who has been one of a few bright sparks for Eddie Howe's struggling Newcastle this time, has made the England senior squad. Bowen has also forced his way in on merit after striking his 18th goal of the season in West Ham's 5-0 demolition of Freiburg on Thursday. Southgate added, on the impressive attacking duo, these guys are playing well. Gordon, Bowen, they are scoring regularly. They perform well for the team. They defend well. They work hard. They compete. And we've got really good options in that area of the pitch. I can't guarantee anybody makes it. We know what Marcus can bring to us, but equally, everybody has got to perform well between now and the end of the season. The next story is headlined, West Ham ready to make cut price £50 million Harry Maguire transfer approach as Man United ace enters last year of contract. West Ham boss David Moyes is planning a new bid for Manchester United and England centre half Harry Maguire in the summer. Moyes is keen to bring in a defender who can win headers after realizing his Hammer squad is short in that department. And the Scot is coming back to Maguire as an ideal man to fill the vacancy, months after first trying to land him from Old Trafford. The move collapsed last time because United wanted too much for out of favour Maguire 31, and the centre back will not take a huge pay drop to make the move more likely. However, the Irons will try again and hope the asking price has dropped enough to make the signing possible. And with Maguire closer to the end of his lucrative contract, he may be more open to a deal in London that will extend his time in the Premier League. Maguire has a year left in Manchester, with the club having a further option of a season if they wanted him to stay. But Maguire may find himself available again in the summer if his sale means bringing in money and creating space for some new arrivals. Maguire was on his way back into the side before injury, but he will only have real transfer value for one more window. West Ham could be willing to pay around £15 to £20 million, and they could offer Maguire a 2 or 3 year deal that would be tempting. The England defender has played 23 times in all competitions this season, scoring twice. He could be fit to play in Sunday's FA Cup clash with Liverpool after training on Friday. The last story of the day is headlined, Manchester United eyeing Barcelona star. Manchester United has set their sights on an audacious swoop for highly rated Barcelona defender Alejandro Balde this summer. That is according to reports from the Express, amid ongoing financial concerns at the Camp Nou, which could force the Catalan giants into cashing in on some prize assets. United have been hit hard at left back this season. England international Luke Shaw is back in the treatment room after a prior setback, while Tyrell Malacia, the first signing made by Erik Ten Hag as United manager, has not made a single appearance this campaign. Sergio Reguilon was brought in as top guard cover last summer, but he returned to Tottenham in January before a follow-up loan to Brentford was sanctioned by Tottenham Hotspur. United, meanwhile, are gearing up for their first transfer window with Ineos Group and Sir Jim Ratcliffe on board. Invested headed up by the Faceworth-born billionaire was ratified by the Premier League last month, and there have already been 1 or 2 significant changes behind the scenes. In turn, that will have a knock-on impact with recruitment strategies, and Balde 20 has been identified as a possible target. Report from the Express state the 7-cap Spain international is deemed dispensable by Barcelona if they are required to balance the books with player sales this summer. However, with 4 years left to run on his deal, there is scope for the Catalan giants to demand a sizable fee.